Warning, the following video contains opinions not based on fact. If this disturbs, alarms, or frightens you, turn away now. Otherwise,
enjoy the video. Trinkets were a large part of Isaac ever since they were introduced in Wrath of the Lamb. They added an extra layer of potential play, from stat augments to tier modifiers all the way up to altering the run altogether. I have my favorites and least favorites to play with, but what do I think are the best? Let's find out. SAMSONS Lock is a great trinket to carry with you when you have the chance, because it can help you even if completely unnoticed. Ever since Missing HUD and Found HUD were a thing, it became easier to track, but before then you had to just trust it. While holding the trinket, you have a small chance to increase your damage by 0.5 after killing an enemy for the current rune, and this can happen multiple times during the rune. Fuse cutters are one of the most polarizing trinkets, with people either loving them or not paying attention to them at all. I am pro fuse cutters. This trinket, while held, converts all troll bombs and super troll bombs into bomb pickups. Troll bombs become a regular bomb and super troll bombs become a pair. This is what I consider to be one of the elite 3 lost trinkets, and even as other characters it is still great. No pointless bomb damage and free bombs equals yes please. The silver dollar isn't anything too spectacular until later in the game, so you really have to commit to it early on. It can, however, change or at least add some good fun into your run. The trinket adds shops to the Chapter 4 floors, Womb and Utero. While you normally won't benefit too greatly from a shop this late in the game, you generally have a lot of extra money so that you can't spend. The idea of the trinket more than makes up for its early game usefulness. Bloody Crown is very similar to Silver Dollar in that it adds treasure rooms to the Chapter 4 floors. Adding 2 extra item rooms this late in the game can give 2 effects. It can do nothing and just be an extra item on a decent or good run, or it can save a bad run that's been limping along until that point. Again, the idea of it and the late game usefulness more than makes it a mention. The HAIRPIN was a member of the first Afterbirth Plus Booster Pack update, and was a great addition by the team. This trinket is far more than it appears to be to most players, as it automatically fills your held active item with a charge upon entering a boss room. The possibilities and overall use have been looked over by many. This means offensive items can always be used, defensive items can always be used, and utility items can always be used on or before the room without having to worry about a charge being ready. Cancer is already a fan favorite without me having to step in and promote its greatness. There's no arguing about how valuable the tier stat is, and Cancer helps with that substantially. The trinket lowers your tier delay by 2, but the thing is, it scales depending on what your tier rate already is. Also, this trinket is one of the items that breaks the tier cap, so you can achieve machine gun status quite easily. Demon's Tail is probably the most polarizing trinket in the entire game to me, and many of you probably don't even know what it does. This is its real power. Is it so good you don't even know what it does? That doesn't make any sense, but there's no hiding the pure strategy behind it. Demon's Tail converts all natural heart drops into demon hearts. It also converts hearts already naturally spawned on the floor into demon hearts. It does lower your heart drop chance, which can harm you later if you're rocking tons of red HP. The cool thing about the trinket though is it's even deeper than that, but I can spend this whole video talking about it otherwise. Go to the wiki and read about it to see how truly great it is. Curved Horn is another fan favorite, much like Cancer, that I wouldn't be surprised to see in a lot of people's number 1 or number 2 spots. The reason? Like Cancer, it affects your stats directly on pickup. The stat? Damage! It's an instant +2 damage increase. While it is affected by multipliers, this trinket just makes you a badass and gives you the ability to wreck fools around town with your Falcon Punch! Dim Bulb has become one of the most exciting trinkets to see spawn. This trinket, much like the familiar but less impressive Vibrant Bulb, grants a sizable all-stats upgrade if you have an active item at 0 charge or an active item with no charge meter. It can be a viable strategy to carry around an active item just for this boost alone, but it's probably better if the item's usefulness helps the run in some way. Crack Crown is situationally good, but situationally good enough for me to place this high up. The trinket is, you guessed it, another stat modifier. This one adjusts your stats based on the items you're already holding. When you pick it up, the stats will almost always be different, leading to some great and some not so great. The trinket increases your stats about 30% of all stat changing items that you're holding. So if you grab the trinket with just growth hormones, it'll give you a 30% bump of range and damage. It's pretty damn good. Well, there you go, my top 10 trinkets in the game up to this point. You may agree or you may disagree. Either way, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, feel free to leave a like and let me know what your favorites are in the comments down below. Lastly, if you enjoyed me, consider subscribing to the channel to show your support in what I do. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you later. The silver dollar isn't anything too spectacular until later in the game, so you really have to control it. Fuck. The silver dollar isn't anything too Also, the trinket is one of the few items in the game that breaks your tier caps. I just lost my voice! Cancer was already a fan favorite without me having to step in and promoting its greatness. Promoting its greatness? You fucking real? You fucking real? Demon's Tail converts all natural red hearts into fuck. That was seriously like the most difficult thing I've ever had to speak in my life. And we're rocking about the town trying to read a damn script. But I can't read anything cause I'm dumb as shit. Pentahybrid. Oh, Pentahybrid. This trinket, much like the less fucking familiar, God, Jesus, mother of fucking, this has actually been like the hardest fucking thing for me to do. I just did 30 minutes trying to do this shit. I'm gonna have to do a goddamn blooper reel for this fucker. Dim Bulb has become one of the most exciting trinkets to see spawn. This trinket, I hate my fucking life.